Hello everyone, welcome to New Gen Politics. So this is a video from yesterday where Karine Jean-Pierre is talking about how they've come out with another vaccine for COVID for the newest variant and how they want to increase the amount of people taking it, and they're going to encourage everyone to take this.
The president said in Tahoe that he had tentatively decided to recommend everyone get the new vaccine. When is he going to decide finally?
So I think you've heard from the FDA and CDC. They've made an announcement on the new vaccine. So certainly they said that there'll be an updated vaccine mid-September, I believe. So we know that, as you all know, vaccinations against COVID-19 remains the safest protection for avoiding hospitalization, long-term health outcomes, and death, which is why we are going to be encouraging Americans to stay up to date on their vaccines.
This comes in a string of a lot more articles and news memos and things coming out about COVID recently. And it almost seems like they're either priming us to go into another pandemic or testing the waters to see if people would be okay with that. And overwhelmingly, the support for that is non-existent. People don't want to go through that whole thing again. Hopefully it's just them trying to take a play from the playbook and see if it'll work again, one that absolutely worked for them in the past, especially as we're coming up on an election year, kind of coincidental. But hopefully this just ends with them encouraging it, putting out their dumb ads and their posters, and hopefully it doesn't turn into something more sinister again, where Biden again will try to force everyone to get the vaccine, will shut down different sectors of the economy if you don't comply, if they'll try to again take people's freedoms away for not doing what the government tells you to do. But I think the Biden administration is already in so much trouble from so many different angles, so many recent slip-ups, that they can't really afford to do something so controversial again. And this time, people don't have enough fear to be willing to comply initially, because that's kind of what happened. Is there was an initial fear, an initial compliance, and then the institutions took that power and then never let it go. So people voluntarily gave up the power, mistakenly thinking that it would actually only be 2 weeks, which turned into over 2 years. But I don't think they'll make the same mistake again. People won't be getting their boosters. They won't be masking. They won't be locking down. And so the government will have to find another way to control the people. I guess this is a good sign that it's a desperation play by them, trying really hard to bring back something that gave them nigh unlimited power because they don't have another avenue. People have lost so much trust in our institutions that I don't think we'll ever really get back. And that definitely scares them, because the people no longer want to be controlled. They either want to do their own thing and totally go a separate way from society, or they've developed this vengeance and they want to strike back against it. Both non-compliant attitudes that do not bode well for the success of this country. So hopefully we'll see a reversal of this rhetoric, that COVID will just completely be a non-issue. They'll figure out it's not going to work. And then we'll go into the election year having to figure out what their new plan is. And now that you've heard what I think, please let me know what you think down in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.